Pistols and bullets from a more civilized age. This is Dust and Neon. There's a lot of dust, there's a lot of neon in this game, and a lot of cowboys and a lot of robots. So it's an action RPG twin stick shooter set in a post-apocalyptic uh, environment, and it's a roguelike as well. So the game has a great sense of humor, and it really reminds me of Borderlands actually. Um, There's a 10-hour campaign where you can upgrade your weapons and grab these tonics, which will help boost up your character even more. Um, just and enhance your gunslinger's abilities with them. So the game has some decent cel shaded graphics. Most of the game's palette, I feel like it's just shades of brown. The game almost feels monotone at times because of this. The controls, however, they're very good, very responsive, and that's a huge plus, especially in a game where you need to like pivot and be a gunslinger. And you reload your revolver bullet by bullet, and it comes up on the screen, which is really cool, nifty gimmick. And you aim with your left stick, so it's very good controls. And the manual reload actually really forces you to strategize and be careful with your bullets and aim properly. And you duck and cover, and the AI doesn't seem too crazy. I don't think you can adjust it, but as long as you're careful, I don't think it gets too wild, at least at the beginning. The music itself is decent. I really don't remember it even after playing and going back last night and playing it again, which is unfortunate. Now, also what's unfortunate is the game's very light on story and lore, and that I feel like sort of boosts your enthusiasm to like continue and play through the journey. And I feel like because of that, it's like, well, you're just a gunslinger, a mysterious gunslinger, and you just need to do this. You need to fight these corrupt people. That's the basis of it. Have taken over. So the environments and gameplay, the whole gameplay loop within minutes feels highly repetitive, unfortunately. Duck for cover, shoot a few bullets, roll. Very straightforward. The game is much slower than it was advertised as being, unfortunately. So instead of a quick shooter, it's a strategic shooter. I was expecting a wild arcade game from the trailer as well, just like a lot of people, and I discovered it was demanded accuracy, sneak attacks, and cover, which is okay, but like when you're going into a game and it's advertised as a certain type of game, it's not. It's like that John Wick puzzle game. So the game really feels like it lacks content. There's a few enemy types that I've encountered. Generally the evil robot gunslinger, and then the evil four-legged dog, sort of almost like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Technodrome robots, droids. And it just feels like you're really playing those two enemies all the time from my playthrough. The game expects you to grind endlessly. There's just not enough content, unfortunately, here to justify the price and the experience, or lore to enjoy this grinding journey, unfortunately. So if you die, you will lose all your great weapons, which is unfortunate. And there's just then you find out that you don't really have enough money to buy back said weapons, unfortunately. And the game at max difficulty, very quickly, and it just puts you into sort of this endless loop of where you're trying to buy back your weapons, you're trying to beat this boss, you lose your weapons, which isn't a lot of fun, as it probably sounds like it's not a lot of fun. So Dust and Neon, like, it looks like and previewed as a kick-ass game, and it just plays barely as an average one, unfortunately. The gameplay loop of grinding and hoping to finish the next mission, otherwise you'll lose all your upgrades, is a harsh way of punishing the player, and discourages people from playing further. It definitely, once I heard that, I'm like, that's not fun. It could have been good to great, but ended up as an okay game with a lot of potential. So think like the Konami GameCube Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles games. Kind of average, not amazing, not like the classics. The game goes normally for $25.99, which I was surprised. That seems kind of high for this, for the value you're getting. Uh, and it's on sale for the next week for $6.49. So if you're really obsessed with cowboy games, maybe give this a look. Maybe buy it if you don't mind ignoring my criticisms. I'd give it a 5 out of 10. I have to be honest, like, graphics don't make the game. If you can tolerate the grind, you'll enjoy this game, but it's just too unforgiving and repetitive for most players to play at the retail price. So I would say leave this one in the dust on Neon and play Sunset Riders or Wild Arms, or you, if you have to be a cowboy against many other enemies, and keep on gaming. Bye.